at 4:46 Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, it will be exactly 1 year since that measuring 9 earthquake occurred off the coast of Japan and caused the tsunami and the nuclear meltdown that we saw at Fukushima. I today stand and weep for the families in Japan who have lost children, the children who've lost parents, the brothers and sisters, the people who have lost the most important things in their lives, the people in their lives. And I can't help but feel that we as a community need to send messages of strong support for many, many years to the people of Japan.
Mix a little joy into the sadness. Can't have one without the other. Together they make you one. Together they make you one. Can't have yang without the yinness. Can't have yang without the yang. Black and white are very different, but they come together as one. They come together as one.
During the week I saw a program on television, some of you might have seen it, about Chernobyl. And 25 years after Chernobyl, the incidence of mental illness is amongst evacuees from that area is 70%. Alcoholism is 40%. The tragic toll of terrible events goes on well after the buildings, the farmland and other things can be repaired. Around Fukushima, there is a 20-kilometre exclusion zone, not because of the tsunami per se, but because of the nuclear fallout that's happened with the partial meltdown of that reactor. 20 kilometres where people have to have government permission and suit up in protective gear to go into their homes to get their tools for their livelihood. Farmers who can no longer farm their land. People who cannot work. So it's a ghost town. Many of the communities around Fukushima are ghost towns. The government is saying perhaps that might take years, decades to restore. How long will it take to restore? Possibly even longer than that.
Media doesn't tell truth. So many people still suffering around for the nuclear power plant, and Fukushima children is still have to go to school, very radioactive school. Government doesn't help anything.
This government has just decided to mine for uranium. They think they can make some money out of this. They don't realize this substance is exceedingly toxic. We have no responsible and sustainable way of doing anything with uranium. It's a mess. Leave it in the ground.
All nuclear accidents are avoidable. They're avoidable by simply not investing in nuclear power.
It's fueling this sort of nuclear giant, and we have to stop it. We have to cut the serpent, as it were, off at its knees here in Australia, to not let this go out. That is our moral obligation to our children and to our children's children and to ourselves. If we love our children, if we love the planet, if we love all species, we are obliged to rekindle our spirits today on the anniversary of the first meltdown of Fukushima, to remind ourselves and everyone that the nuclear power and this way is insane. It's a dinosaur technology.
Message of love to the people of Fukushima.
Corre por el mundo rodea, escondida en las cuevas y debajo del mar, porque nada es mía, nada puede llevar, las estrellas se rían para dejarlo lastimar. Yeah, yeah. Los lastima, yeah, 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 yeah. Ay, 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 ay.
some of the reactors in Fukushima, 4 of them have uranium which was sent to them from Australia, mined against the wishes of the traditional custodians of this country. The traditional custodians of this country and the people of this country and the people of the Rainbow region and the people elsewhere, like in South India, who are even right now, fishermen, peasants and farmers are fighting the Indian government and the multinational corporations who want to build factories of death like we've had in Fukushima, like we've had in Chernobyl. Stop uranium mining in Australia. Leave it in the ground.
The people of India who don't want that, who told me in my camera, please tell the people of Australia not to allow their uranium, not to allow this toxic serpent out of the ground to come and to poison the Indian people. We don't want it. The Indian government, meantime, is chasing activists out of India. Last week they deported a German. They wouldn't allow a Japanese Fukushima survivor a visa to come to India this week in commemoration of the first anniversary of Fukushima to speak with anti-nuclear groups and ordinary people around India. Wouldn't give them a visa at all to come there. But they'll allow General Electric, they'll allow Westinghouse, they'll allow the Russian nuclear mafia to come here.
Grounded in the past, while asking the sky and the stars for a brighter future, brighter future, brighter future, brighter future.
Japanese people who are living in Australia who feel the pain for their nation, for their homeland. Lismore has a very special connection with Japan. Lismore has the very first sister city relationship with any Japanese community. 50 years ago, next year, we formed a sister city relationship shortly after World War II with Yamato Takeda. We have a strong bond with Japan.
To remember in your quiet moments today as you think of the people of Fukushima.
So please, let's come together and send, if not physical messages of support, send at least psychological and social messages of support to all of Japan to say we are standing with you, we will continue to care for you, and we will continue to fight for your right to have a healthy, clean and sustainable future for what is left of your sad and broken families.
Thank you very much.